In today's video, we're going to be discussing the makeup for your under eye area that will help you to look flawless, awake, brighten up any look, and is just extremely flattering on absolutely everyone. I'm gonna be sharing with you my go-to steps. This is definitely not my everyday routine, but when I do want to look flawless, be it a special occasion or if I'm taking photographs, or for those of you who really want just to master making your under eye area look flawless, these are the steps that I have basically. First and most important thing is, of course, skincare. You have to take care of your skin and not completely rely on decorative makeup and something that has heavy coverage and feels very cakey and heavy on the skin. My go-to product is the eye lifting balm from Kobaliya. It is for sensitive eyes. I like to apply it every morning on my under eye area and blend it in using my fingers. This way we are not wasting any product and we're helping it to sink in and become one with our skin and get the most out of it. Our fingertips have natural warmth to them, so it really helps to help the product penetrate. I find that after using this product consistently, I definitely see the brightening effect. It does help with my fine lines. I've been using it for a while now and I am more than satisfied. The first thing I usually do is I apply my foundation all over my face. I don't really concentrate it so much on my under eye area. With that said, a lot of foundations, they're not intended to be used on the sensitive area around your eyes. And when I start buffing it in, I go all around my face, not too close, but slightly going closer to our eyes. I just pat everything in. This way we are creating a very natural gradient because we're gonna be putting our concealer on top and it's gonna blend in with the foundation and look very natural. Next, I'm gonna be going with my concealer. I'm using Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer. I'm such a huge fan of this product for a few reasons. Now, the first one, it is pretty high coverage, so if I really want that flawless canceling out any darkness situation, I'm always going for this concealer because it is highly pigmented and that's how it just cancels out pretty much any discoloration. And then on top of that, it's not drying at all. It is very creamy. It blends out pretty much effortlessly and it looks beautiful on your under eye area. I am going to be using a beauty blender to blend out my concealer. I'm going with the Beauty Blender Pro, the black one, because I love that it's not as soft as the original one. It gives you more coverage, yet it's of course soft enough. Another very important thing, I almost feel like I see the difference in my under eye after I started doing this. I'm not soaking it under the running water. I use Avian facial spray. This is their natural mineral water facial spray, moisturizes, refreshes, and tones. Using this one, my under eye area never gets flaky. It is very smooth, very hydrated. I don't see any creasing. So as you can see in my situation, I do have a pretty dark inner circles. So I'm gonna start applying my concealer like that. Then I'm gonna be dragging it a little bit towards the end of my nostrils. And then just a couple of swipes. And as you can see, it was only one dip. I did not go back in the tube, did not take any more product. This is just what we have. And just like that, I apply the spray just on the area that I'm gonna be using for blending out my concealer. And in patting motions, we start blending it in. From your nose towards the temples. Then I'm taking the pointy side and I'm going in my inner corner not applying any pressure, blending in the product there, and slightly dragging it on our lids, creating the perfect base for any eyeshadow look. As you can see, the difference is already pretty noticeable. Our next important step is to lock the concealer in place, prevent it completely from creasing, and help it last all throughout the day. The next product I'm going to be using is the Inglot Translucent Loose Powder. It is very important to use translucent powders. Powders that don't have any color to them, that don't add any heavy coverage, because we just put effort to highlight and brighten our area, and we don't want to cover that. This is the product that has been working great for me in terms of setting my under eye area. I just flip it, shake it a little bit, dispensing some of the product in the cap. Next, I'm taking the Beauty Blender, the one that I just used to blend out my concealer, not adding any more facial water on it. It has the perfect texture to it for setting your under eye area with the powder, because it is damp enough to pick up the product, but not too damp to leave it completely on the sponge itself. And just go ahead and press it again from your nose all the way towards the temples. Press the powder in patting motions. Inner corners. This is when, again, the pointy side comes in handy. I'm stopping the product somewhere on the level of my nostrils. That way it will brighten up your makeup in such a beautiful way that you will look flawless with any kind of makeup. Once you have the perfect base, any makeup will look good on you. And this is where we add. As you can see, this area is not covered at all. You can see the darkness in my inner corners. You can see very prominent veins on my eyelids. I used to do my makeup without preparing my under eye area and my eyelids, and it never gave me the effect that I desired with my eye look because the base was not perfect. Out here you can see that everything is pretty much canceled out. The area is matte and smooth. It will last you all throughout the day. Here's before. Here's after. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup so all of it makes sense, and I'll be right back. And this is how our under eye area looks. I really hope this video was useful for you. Following these steps and adjusting, of course, the products that I used according to your skin type and skin tone, I feel like it's gonna work for absolutely everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.